At ease, brothers. You know, if you watch my content, you brothers do know that you're special, right? Because this content isn't for everybody. The stuff that I talk about isn't for the common man. Like, y'all do know that, right? Just like I tell the brothers in the circle, man. I say, I want, brothers that come in the power circle. I say, I want brothers that don't fit here. I want brothers to feel uncomfortable. Based on our conversation, I want brothers to feel uncomfortable if they don't belong here, man. And I understand that if you brothers are watching my videos, that you are a man that has the intentions of being great. That has the intentions of leaving a legacy, that has the intentions of leaving a mark of some sort or kind before you leave this planet, man. That's what my content is for. I don't care about what you drive. I don't care about where you live. I don't care about how big your crib is. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care how thick your chick is. I don't care if you want to be married, don't want to be married. I don't care about any of those things, man. All I care about, man, is do you want to be a man that's elite? Do you want to be a man that leaves his mark? Do you want to be a man that's still being spoken about, or his work is still being spoken about at least 100 years after he's gone? That's what I'm talking to. And if you are a brother that finds yourself watching them more than a few videos or what, then you're one of those guys. So you have to understand, brother, that you're walking a specific path. And again, my conversation, it isn't for the common man. It just isn't. You know what I'm saying? And when I say an elite man, or when I say a man that wants to, leave a mark, I'm simply saying that men, I'm talking to men that really want to live for a cause. Because in my book, man, in my mind, a man really isn't a man unless he's living for a cause. I'll say this. I'll say it like this. He's still a common man unless he's living for a cause. Every single man must be a soldier for something, is what I'm saying. Every single man must be a soldier for something. And it all comes back to fulfillment. I was just talking about fulfillment in yesterday's video. It all comes down to fulfillment. Like if you're just on this planet to play the game and have fun and then just check out, there's no fulfillment in that for me, man. Again, it's about leaving that 100-year mark after you're gone, brother. It's still about, and I don't care. I don't care if it's just within your family. I don't care if it's just within your block, your circle of friends. Leave some kind of mark when you're gone, man. Make the world a better place, is what I'm saying, brothers. Let the world know that you were here. It's all I'm saying, man. And the way to do that, man, is it seems like every man should at some point identify a problem on this planet that he wants to be, a soldier for the cause of making it better. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand, man, that just the way this world works is really working against a man moving like that, because this world is constantly trying to make robots. Because the first thing a man has to do is identify a problem. Now some people don't do that as easy, but when I say the system is working against that, meaning what I mean is like when a man comes out of high school, right? When he first breaks the chains of mundane education and sees himself as a free man, he's not even given the opportunity to kind of just roam the world for 5 minutes and see what he thinks about it. I believe when a man gets out of high school, man, he should take a break, whether it's just that summer, whether it's a year. Maybe he should go view a few different cities, experience a few different cultures if he can. Put himself in some different environments. Go outside of the norm. Now that he's broken away from his parents' way of thinking, get out and experience life on his own. Whether it's different foods, different religions, different whatever, just to see the world. Because a man has to be able to identify a problem first. And if you put a man under the jurisdiction of the common and say, oh, well, you got to go to school, you got to get married, have your kids, buy your house, jump in the system, get your 401k set up. And by the time you're 40 or 50, now start thinking for yourself. It's like, man, he can't be a man of greatness. So the first thing you have to do, brother, is identify a problem. If you want to be a man of greatness, identify a problem of some sort or fashion, bro. For me, man, for me personally, I simply wanted man to be in control of his mind. I simply wanted I simply desired for a man to have a pure, uncut connection with source. And I see the problem where man can't find that. I see, some of it is in religion, some of it is in upbringing, some of it is in what grandmama and them taught us. I see the barriers of man having that restriction, but from connecting the source. And what really fueled that cause is when I say, you know what, I thought I had that connection. I thought I was doing great things. I was doing all the right things. I was getting married, buying the house and following the American dream. But I still found myself in a state of depression. So that really strengthened my cause, man. I'm saying, brother, every man should have a cause that he's quote unquote at war with. An elite man has to be a soldier for something. You might see, health being an issue. You might see, man, the masses of men are overweight. So, man, I got my cause to get men healthy. You might see divorces going through the floor and say, you know what, my cause is to make relationships better. Some kind of cause. You must have something you're standing on, man, and you have to identify that problem. So again, man, just and if you aren't in position to do this when you're coming out of high school, do it now. Do it now, man. Whatever you're associated with, whatever your mundane life consists of, take a break from it, man. Take you a week vacation and go somewhere different and say, man, let me just sit back and observe the world. Like in other words, like when I always talk about men finding their purpose. When brothers say, man, I don't know what my purpose, I don't know, bro. I don't know what I want to do. I always say this. I said, man, when people put you in the ground, when they put you in the ground and they're walking away from your grave and they're talking about you, what do you want them people to be talking about as far as what you left on this planet? You know what I'm saying? The people that don't know you personally, the people that can still read your literature or watch your art or listen to your craft or use your invention. What is it you want people to still be partaking in that has something to do with you, man? Make that your solution, man. Make that the thing that you stand on. Identify the problem and make that the thing you stand on, man. So once you identify that problem, it goes to what I was just saying. Compose a solution. Compose a solution, brothers. The stuff that I talk about in my videos, the stuff that I made documentaries about, the stuff that I wrote about in A Singular Truth. This is not something that I just said, you know what? I see an issue. Let me gather my thoughts and start spitting to the world on ways to fix this. No, man, and when you compose a solution, man, but before you put your solution to the world, you must first put your solution on yourself. You must be the initial guinea pig to whatever you're getting ready to present to the world, man. That may take 1 week, that may take 6 months, it may take a whole decade. The stuff that I talk about, man, I've been trying it and rewiring it, seeing my faults, correcting it, fixing it, running it through the mill, doing it a different way until I found it before I even started speaking about it. You know what I'm saying? So compose your solution, man, and try your solution on yourself first. You brothers that are talking about, hey, this is how you get fit in 90 days. This is how you get 6-pack abs. This is how you do XYZ. Make sure you present it to yourself first and use it on yourself first. Again, if I wasn't in a position of freedom that I'm at, I wouldn't speak about it. If I couldn't wake up and live life on my own accord, I wouldn't speak about it. If I couldn't wake up and do the things for my son, if I couldn't wake up and go and just take off and go to the places on the globe, and if I just wanted to wake up and just scratch my gonads all day, I wouldn't talk about freedom. You know what I'm saying? So put your solution on yourself first, man. Right? Run it through the mill, whatever it is, man. And the last thing, brother, is once you've identified a problem, Once you've composed a solution, you tried it on yourself and it works, and now you're presenting it to the world. You're presenting it to your brothers. You're presenting it to your family. You're presenting it to your circle of brothers. This is the most important thing, brothers. You have to stand on it. You have to stand on it. You have to be willing to die for it. And I think that's one of the things that makes a man go from being common to being great on whatever scale of greatness you want to talk about. Again, a man might just be great within his household. A man may just be great on his block or in his community, or he may be great on the entire planet. Man should just be searching for some level of greatness before he leaves. And I'm telling you, once you compose your solution to that problem, you have to be willing to stand on it, man. You have to be willing to lose your life for this, man. And we're talking about very few brothers moving like that now. You have to be willing to stand on it. The things that I talk about, I understand that it ruffles some feathers. I understand that it steps on some toes. The stuff that I talk about in A Singular Truth, I understand that once it infiltrates, certain establishments, and once it infiltrates the people on the church pews of America, I understand that it's gonna be a painful seed in the billion-dollar industry of religion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to stand on it. I think about the brothers. I can't think of that brother's name. It's been two men that made the engine that can run off of water. Them brothers had to know what a threat that was just making it. You talking about $1 trillion energy companies. You talking about an industry of oil and gas. And here you talking about, hey man, I could take regular old lake water and run an engine from Florida to Cali. But you think that brother didn't have to stand on something? You think that, of course, it cost that man his life. But that's what to me, that's what the life experience is about. It's about coming and making an impact. It's about making an impact, man. I can't understand. I can't understand why a man would want to be born into this planet, live, and just be amongst the land of the common and just clock out. That's a boring ass video game. That's a boring video game to me, man. Like I want to ruffle some feathers. I want to raise some eyebrows. I want to enlighten some. I want to cut on some light switches in somebody's head, man. Or I want to inspire somebody with my art. I want to inspire men by the way I cut hair. You know what I'm saying? I want to inspire men or women by the way I make music. I want to inspire men by the way I preach sermons. I want to inspire men by the way I work wood with my hands. An impact, bro. An impact, man. So again, my content is not for everybody, which those that watch this understand that, man. It's all about us being men of greatness, man. It's all about us leaving our footprint on this planet. And if we're not trying to leave our footprint, we aren't living. And to be honest, if you watch this channel, I want you to damn near feel uncomfortable watching it, knowing that, hey, you know what? I understand that I'm not trying to have that source with connection. I understand I'm not trying to walk around this world as if I'm a man with understanding. I want you to feel uncomfortable watching this content, brothers, because that's how we're gonna make each other better. That's iron sharpening iron, man. So again, brothers, sit back, take time to sit back and observe this world, man, and identify a problem. Say, you know what? I see an issue. When I leave this planet, I want people to know that not that everybody has to think like you think, but I want people to start thinking for themselves, right? Identify a problem, compose a solution, and then be willing to stand on whatever it is you came up with, brothers.